I'm with the band. Music and interviews you're going to like.
Welcome to I'm with the Band here on the Mesh Podcast Network. I am your host, Andrew Moose. I'm with the Band invites musicians of all types to discuss their current projects, their touring lives, and their lives as musicians. If this is your first time listening to I'm with the Band, of course, thank you for coming and listening, and we hope that you mash that subscribe button to get these episodes beamed directly to your device. This episode of I'm with the Band is produced in partnership with the No Contact Concert Series, Codex Sound, and Midwood Entertainment. If you're considering advertising on the Mesh Podcast Network, we certainly hope that you are. It's a low-cost option to reach a targeted audience, and I've heard the people who advertise with the Mesh are fantastic people, and the only people who listen to our podcast have lots of money, and all they want to do is spend it with your business. So let's moving right along. Today we are currently podcasting remotely away from the beautiful Mesh Studios in downtown Hickory, and currently smack dab in the COVID-19 pandemic. So during this pandemic, Codex Sound and Midwood have decided they're going to put on the No Contact Concert Series, which really helps bands and fans interact with one another via the World Wide Web during the time that we're living in. So my guest today on I'm with the Band, they are playing the No Contact Concert Series this Saturday, June 13th. I'd like to welcome to I'm with the Band, Darin and Brooke Aldridge. How are you guys?
Hi, we're
Doing
good.
great.
Good seeing you. Just a couple quick stats and some facts about Darin and Brooke. Their songs have topped Americana and country charts all over the place. They've won and been nominated for multiple International Bluegrass Music Association awards, been featured on CMT and PBS. They tour and play festivals all across the country. I think we should just start at the beginning. When did you guys start? When did you guys decide to start playing together?
Probably back in 2006 or 7 is when we first met. And I'd just come off a pretty good tour with a band called the Country Gentlemen. At that time, Charlie Waller had passed away in late 2004, and we finished out some dates with his son, Randy, through 2005, and just kind of been floating around. Actually, me and Billy G and Jarrett Carter from there around Lenore and a couple other guys in the Country Gentleman band, and Greg Luck formed a band called the Circuit Riders, and we was just kind of relaxing, doing some festivals when they came in, put a recording out. But I wanted to do a little bit more than what we was doing, and I met this young lady about that time in the mountains of North Carolina, up in Avery County, and she was singing a lot of churches, and some friends of mine and relatives of mine said, "You really need to meet Miss Brooke. She's a wonderful and beautiful young lady. She wants to do a singing career. She's got a great voice. She's won a lot of competitions, and she's singing." So I think they told her about the same thing about me. A lot of her relatives have.
Yeah.
So we finally met together and, started singing together, became good friends, and played some different churches. I'd bring her along to some festivals and got her up in front of some big crowds, and some people loved what we was doing. And we both realized pretty quick, hey, we need to do this together.
That's fantastic. So, touring and it's hard on folks. And I know, did that have anything to do with it? You guys being maybe apart playing in different groups and then saying, okay, well, we want to do this full time and then we want to do it full time together. Was that in the equation at all?
Yeah, we both had the same ambitions and goals, and then we quickly started dating each other, and a marriage followed that, so everything just lined up perfectly for us, and we're still been strong. That's what we both set out to do.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised with a couple other 100 folks last year when you guys came in and sat with the Sam Bush Band at the Crossing. That was a really neat treat, and I love how musicians when their paths cross and you guys get to do sit-ins and stuff. Are you guys good friends with Sam?
We are, and Sam actually recorded on one of our records called Snapshots, and I got to sing. And of course, he came in and played mandolin. But I've been knowing Sam probably a good 15, 20 years, I guess. I met him back in the Green Acres days over there in Boston, North Carolina. Back in the late 90s, I guess 97, I worked and toured with Acoustic Syndicate right out of high school, and that's when I first met Sam.
This podcast is sponsored by Jackson Creative,
a custom communication agency located in downtown Hickory, North Carolina, specializing in online content creation. To learn more, visit thejacksoncreative.com. Jackson Creative, we tell your story.
The first song I'd like to talk to you guys about, in full disclosure, it is my favorite song of y'all's. It's called Emmy Lou. I heard it on Bluegrass Junction probably late last year, and I just thought it was just real beautiful. Talk to us a little bit how that song took shape.
Well, we kind of stumbled upon that song. Kyle Cantrell at SiriusXM, we had done a track by track with him, and he knows that I'm a big Emmylou Harris fan, and so he was suggesting that we look up another song that she had recorded, or he thought she had. And so once we got home, we started looking for this song that Emmylou had cut, and stumbled upon Emmylou by the Soderbergh sisters. And I clicked on it just to listen to it, and I thought, wow, I love that. I love the words, and I love that it kind of embodied a duo, and two musical duos, actually, Johnny and June, and Graham and Emmylou. So I told Darin, I said, that would be a really cool song to cut in the bluegrass, genre at some point, just depending on if it fits in a record that we're going to do in the future. And with Inner Journey, it definitely kind of fit that part. And we kind of, did it from a guy and girl standpoint, because the two sisters cut it on their version. So, but yeah, I guess that's kind of how we fell into that song, wasn't it? But it's been a favorite of a lot of people's.
Gladly wear the crown. I'll be your Emmylou and I'll be your Judith. You'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. Just don't grow if you don't bless them with your patience. And I've been there before. I held up the door for every stranger with a promise. But I'm holding back, that's the strength that I lack. Every morning keeps returning at my window, and it brings me to pass through, but I'm not asking for a storm. I'll be your Emmylou and I'll be your Judith. You'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. And yeah, much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. I'll be your Emmanuel, I'll be your Judith. You'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. Just sing, little darling, sing with me.
Typically on I'm with the Band, I ask guests what's their favorite venue to play, but I'm going to go ahead and fill in the blank for you guys and just say the Grand Ole Opry. And I'd love to know, what was it like playing there for the first time? Did you guys play there for the first time together, or was it separate occasions?
It was together, actually. It was in 2017, July 4th. We'll never forget it. And we were just honored. I mean, so surreal. You know, as kids, we dreamed about getting to play there. Our families always had, you know, the Opry on Saturday nights, listening to it when we were kids. And so it was really cool to actually see a dream come to life and get to stand in that circle where so many of our musical heroes have stood.
We got to be invited to be guests backstage a few times before we got to play. So that really helped and made it that much more special because we got to stand backstage and watch the show go on, or other heroes of ours get to perform. So when you actually get to stand back behind the red curtain and go out there on stage to the circle, it brings it all to life real quick.
Eddie Stubbs actually did an introduction for us that night, and that was really special in itself too, to hear him talking and giving us credit for, you know, for what we had done so far in our music career.
I was swimming in a river of darkness. Feel the waters rushing over my head. Like an angel, you were there to save me. Just one touch of your gentle hand. Since I found you, I can climb a mountain. Since I found you, I can swim the tide. You brought me life, you showed me heaven. I found love when I found you. There were walls standing all around me. Thought I'd never see the walls come down, but like a miracle, my eyes were
guys are playing the No Contact concert series this Saturday, have you guys done much online streaming or other things in that vein in the last few months where you guys are basically had to pivot your touring life to other things?
Yeah, since March, we've been doing an online show on our Facebook page and Instagram every Sunday night for about an hour. So it's been a lot of fun getting to do that. But we've not done one with a full band yet. And a lot of things have come up. Our record company's Rounder Records. They asked us to be a part of a few streaming things. Martin Guitar asked us to do a streaming show for them. So we've been getting really used to that, but it'll be the first time we actually play over a big sound and have a full band behind us.
Hey, Darin, what's your favorite Martin?
Oh man, that I have,
or that you play, or your dream Martin, I would say.
Well, I've probably got that.
Oh, is that right? I've got it. My dream Martin's also the one I own. I've got an HD 28, and it's beautiful. Is that your primary guitar that you play out, is Martin?
Not all the time, but I own a couple. Well, I own a lot of Martins, but I've got a couple pre-war Martins. 1935 Shade Top D18 is probably my favorite, and it sounds. I do a lot of recordings, but I've got several pre-wars that I enjoy, but that one's just got so much character to it.
I bet.
Good story behind it, and I probably would pick it.
I need you to send a picture of that to me immediately after this. All right. Or when you guys get home. So for our listeners, I would really like for you guys to head over to the mesh.tv and check out all of our other shows on our network, and hit the subscribe button so all of our shows can be sent to you directly without having to download them. So whenever a show's dropped on our network, you'll get it straight to your device. So Darin and Brooke, thank y'all so much for coming on with the band. We appreciate you spending a little time with us.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And we hope you enjoy your time in Hickory this weekend. You guys got any big plans?
No, not really. We're on our way back from Nashville, and we're going to be doing that. Hickory's one of our favorite towns to come up and enjoy and visit and eat. So we look forward to being there Saturday night.
Absolutely. Well, I'd like to thank Darin and Brooke again, and be sure to check out all of our podcasts here on The Mesh. I'm Andrew Moose. This has been I'm With the Band.
There's a melody in my head, and I ain't stopped humming it since I saw your face. There's a feeling I can't forget. It started with you kissing me that way. And there's no end in sight. Like an Oklahoma wheat field blowing, you've got my heart in motion. I'm gone. I'm the pinks and you're the reds, just like the sunset. We belong, and there's no end in sight. How high is the sky? How long is time? With you is how I'm spending mine. Like there is no end in sight. So kick your shoes off, stay a while. Ain't nothing here but stars for miles. We're standing on the edge of something, not afraid of jumping in deep. And there's no end in sight. How high is the sky? How long is time? With you is how I'm spending mine. Like there is no end in sight. I wanna laugh, I wanna live. like that.